Hey, talking at traffic lights. So one of the most common questions I get on Instagram is, what are your settings? Hey, so I understand the impulse of this question, but I don't think it's the right question to ask, and I'll tell you why. In most photographs, you're trying to achieve a balanced exposure. You don't want it too bright, you don't want it too dark. In my photos, that's what I'm almost always trying to do. So learning the settings isn't going to help you with that. When you look at a photo and it looks awesome, it's not because my f-stop was this or my ISO was that, and you can't tell what you should do based on a shot I took because the light is different every time you take a photo. So forget that. I'm wearing glasses. Do you trust me now? Do I look more intelligent? So what you want to do is learn how to get a balanced exposure, and you want to learn how to post-process. If there's any funky settings for special occasions, well, we'll cover those later. Proper exposure means it's not too bright, it's not too dark. It means that your highlights are not blown out, you can still see them, and the parts of the shot that are dark are not so dark that you can't see them if you want to see them. There's different ways to know if your shot is exposed properly. There's histograms, there's meters when you're taking the shot. All that's nerd stuff. The easiest way is this. Find the setting in your camera that makes the highlights flash when you review a photo. Then you'll see that flashing section means that those things are so bright the camera didn't record anything except white pixels. Here's an example on the back of my camera. I took a shot of the trees, and that part that is flashing is blown out. Those highlights are flashing because in that section there's nothing but white pixels. You will get no detail but white. If that portion of your photo is so blown out that it's just white pixels, then you'll see no detail, and it's a little uninteresting. Sometimes you might want a shot like that, but mostly you want detail in the sky and in the white, bright parts. So turn that setting on, take your shot, review your shot, make sure it's not flashing white pixels, and then you're all good. Hey, remember the big point here is not to worry about my settings, but just to expose properly. And then process the photo until you feel awesome, warm, and fuzzy inside, and you'll be all good. Hey, look, Teacher Tom's at a camera store.